On the morning of May 16th, as an Allied landing force, accompanied by Task Force 2, neared Guadalcanal, Captain Mark Mitcher, in command of the carrier Hornet, ordered general quarters and scrambled Wildcats, supplemented by Dauntless dive bombers, to hold the skies against incoming enemy aircraft as the fleet withdrew. That same day, multiple enemy task forces were spotted converging on Tarawa, one with a battleship and heavy cruisers, another with transports and a seaplane carrier. By 0830 hours, the battleship Hyuga was sunk, and 2 cruisers suffered heavy damage. The second task force, however, remained at large. By midnight, over 4,000 Allied troops were ashore at Guadalcanal, securing a foothold, but supply levels were dangerously low as the transports departed, leaving only Japanese surface fleets to roam the area, hoping to cut off reinforcements and bomber crews ready at first light to pursue the Allied fleet. Okay, I believe that's it. We intercepted all of the enemy incoming bombers. It is a little after 5 a.m. in the morning, May 17th. Let me show it. Let's retreat, show you what's going on. This is the map. We have left the area of Guadalcanal. Right over here, saw some bombers coming in, launched about 15 Wildcats, went up to meet them. We're leaving the area. That's the first wave that has come after us. Search aircraft are up at Tarawa, Midway, and Wake. Again, we have Yankee going back to Midway. Midway does have some supplies that we need to get out of here. As soon as we get some transports up here, we'll start sending them to Tarawa. Task Force 1 and 3 are still sitting near Tarawa, except the Yorktown here is rearming. It's getting its aircraft back. It needs 3 Dauntless, 4 Avengers. We're going to go ahead and get that done. And I don't think that probably didn't use a whole lot of supplies. Now, we still got 6,900 supplies. This is our engineering and fuel level. Troops. Yorktown will now head back to Task Force 3. Task Force 32, again, is on its way back to Tarawa. And here's Task Force 36. On its way to go get more troops, or, well, supplies mostly. And that's it. I'm expecting more raids on Task Force 2 down here and Task Force Zulu as the morning progresses. Hopefully not from Shortland Island. We shall see. I'll come back when something else happens. Almost 6:30 in the morning now, and it looks like we have perhaps another we definitely have another Japanese task force in the area of Tarawa. Not sure what it is, of course. This is the first aircraft we've seen, so I'll leave the Mariners on their search patterns, but we will launch the Wildcats and send them down here and see what this is. Hopefully it's just a small task force with a few heavy cruisers, but you never know. We got to go check it out. All right, another group from Guadalcanal. Looks like land-based fighters. And it couldn't have happened at a better time. Wildcats have 105 nautical miles of endurance. I was just about to launch the next group of Wildcats, but these can take care of whatever is coming in. Let's go ahead and begin. And we're right over our task force. We'll see what these are. Looks like just a couple aircraft, looks like. A couple Zeros with bombs. Okay. Good luck, I guess. Okay, it took a little bit of time, but that group is down also. I think there was just 2 aircraft, yes. Not much of a challenge, but we're here to protect the fleet and the carrier, and we're doing our job. So we'll continue to leave the area, and here in a bit we'll turn and start making our way to Tarawa. Still looking for that other task force out here. The carrier... and it is a carrier because we have, it looks like, fighter aircraft out here. Should be right around in this area. I just saw this aircraft appear right here. So we're going to keep looking. Got to be here somewhere. Okay, there she is, right there. And it does look like a carrier, another 10-ship task force. Let's jump in the Mariner and take a look. She's still quite a ways out, so we have time to find her again, the task force. All right. What do we have? Another heavy cruiser, it looks like. Destroyer, light cruiser, and these are transports in the middle. Good. Transport, transport, transport. Do we have a carrier back here or something? Yep, there it is. We will send up some more bombers and go take care of these transports. Let's go ahead and retreat. And we'll mark it as right about here. Okay, as we try and reacquire the Japanese carrier task force down here, we got another group of aircraft approaching Task Force 2. We'll go ahead and begin. We still have our Wildcats up, so shouldn't be much of a problem, depending on what we see here. Probably roofs, maybe? Yep, that's what they are. There's only 2 of them. I don't even think I'm going to bother with this. Yeah, that didn't take long. They're both down. We'll retreat. And continue. Should be able to see this task force here soon. Okay, yep, there it is. Now showing it didn't move very far, maybe 20 miles? Not even. Okay, these are the Wildcats. I believe this is the group. Yep. The Dauntless are over here. We'll make our way. Wildcat, we'll ignore that. Get those Dauntless over there, right there. Let's go tactical. And let's sink those transports. That's what we're after. Just the transports. Okay, it looks like all the, well, not all of them, but all the Dauntless that we sent to strike these ships have, well, we sunk one of them, have hit their targets. We still have a couple of Dauntless groups out here in reserve. What did we sink? It looks like we sank number 2. Here's number 1 and number 3. Now let's get this Wildcat out of here. I'm not sure why it's circling. Let's just get him out of here. All right, let's take a look at the report. 1 heavy damage, number 2 sunk, number 3 heavy damage. So I'll send a Dauntless group against each one, and hopefully we can sink them, and then that will be it. But they'll probably wait until I'm going to wait until some of these other escorts clear the area first. We did shoot down all the roofs. They did come after our Dauntlesses, but we got them shot down. I don't know if that last run was good enough. We'll take a look at the report, but I have a feeling it wasn't good enough. Yeah, we're still at heavy damage, minor flooding, so we'll need to send probably another few more Dauntlesses after. Actually, no. Let's use the Wildcats. Let's strafe this sucker. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to form a group of Wildcats together, a couple of them, and go after this and strafe it. All right, all of the transports are down. Let's see what we have left. Sunk. Okay, we have the 2 heavy cruisers, the 2 light cruisers, the carrier, a few destroyers. We're going to monitor this task force. Let's go ahead and retreat. And if they continue to come after us, then we will continue to go after them. But for now, let's send... How many Dauntless did we lose? We just lost 2 Dauntless. Let's send them back along with the Wildcats. And we'll continue again to monitor this task force and see where it goes. Okay, just a little bit of an update. We are following this task force. It's where we originally spotted it at 7:21 this morning. Here is its current location. It looks like it's heading due north. Looks like it's leaving the area. And this is the location of Task Force 2 in Zulu. Still in the area of Guadalcanal. I want to check. It's after 12. I want to check and see what the combat's like here. Okay, it looks like we've lost maybe a couple hundred troops and maybe 400 supplies. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, about 12:40 now in the afternoon. I'm going to leave this task force. They're not really a threat anymore. They continue moving north. So I'm coming down here to this area because I keep seeing... There's another one. I keep seeing... And another one. Scout planes coming from this area. So there's obviously another task force down here. We need to go find it. That's what we're doing. Okay, one more thing before we get to this encounter with the Mariner. And yes, we did find something. I just noticed that I had a bunch of command points, and I really shouldn't, so I was wondering what was going on. I went back and noticed that I don't remember that task force that I purchased here a few episodes back. Well, it wasn't there, so I went back and looked and found out that I had to re-record a brief section of episode a couple episodes back. And when I re-recorded, I forgot to rebuy these ships. So I bought them now because I'm supposed to have them anyway. It's the same ones that I bought before, so no big deal. I have 29 command points left. I was going to use those for the ships anyway, so I just went ahead and repurchased them because I had forgotten. So they're here now. Now let's get to the encounter down here near Tarawa. And sure enough, there is another task force here. I don't know what it is. It says 8 ships, maybe a light cruiser, heavy cruiser. I think we will... Let's take a look at it real quick, because it's still only 1:30. We should be able to coordinate here and follow it and track it and find it again. So let's go into, well, let's go ahead and, I'm not sure, I guess it's this one. Let's go ahead and get in here and take a look. Oh, there it is right in front of us. It is a rather... eight ships. What do they have? Looks like heavy cruiser, a battleship that looks like an Issei class, another heavy cruiser, looks like surrounded by 4 destroyers. So this one also looks like it's headed for Tarawa to bomb the ports, possibly land troops, we'll see, but we need to get aircraft in the air right away. Let's go ahead and retreat. Okay, it was sitting right about here. It's about 300 nautical miles from the carriers. We will wait. Right now, we will just follow this task force. I'm sure they're headed to Tarawa, so we'll just move the aircraft over and watch for it. Keep track of it. It's been about an hour, and we found it again. Now it's moving southeast, so we will position our mariners to track this until it gets closer, and we can launch aircraft against it. Okay, they're about 230 nautical miles from Tarawa, I think, and it's about, what time is it? Almost 6. I think it's time to launch. We cannot just assume that they won't make it to Tarawa tonight. They're within 200 nautical miles. They could make it to Tarawa. So let's launch all the Avengers from Enterprise, and then all of the Dauntless from Yorktown. And let's have them get over there as quickly as possible. We want to at least give them pause and not, give them some damage so they don't, so they turn away from Tarawa. That's our objective. Well, the Mariners have to go home, it looks like. Let's see if we can get the Dauntless and Avengers over here in time to reacquire this task force. We should be able to. They're right about here. It's a little after 7. I don't see them yet. And I don't want to go tactical yet, in case I miss them. But they should be right here. I can't wait any longer, so let's get in the Avengers and go tactical and just hope they're there. Aha, we found them, yes. Off to our starboard. Excellent. Dauntless are here. Avengers are here. Let's get the Dauntless away from the fleet. And we'll start lining everybody up and getting ready to go before it gets dark. Of course, we are going to do this battle on the next episode because we don't have time this one. But thanks for joining. This is what we'll start with on the next one. Hope to see you then. Take care.